Today we're going to be trying to make a new color of our Senkos. So first we're going to mix our plastic. We just got a new 5-gallon bucket in, so this is our first run with it. Let's see how it does. We're trying this new type of plastic instead of red label, we're doing black label. But we already have some red of our own old stuff, so instead of wasting that, we're going to heat up this one. And we're going to make this side blue and kind of go for a red and blue or a slushy mix. So first we're going to need our blue dyes, and this dye isn't the best. It's not like very strong. So we're going to add a good amount here, and then let's stir that in. Oh, we're still going. All right. Let's stir this in, grab our knife. Let's see where this gets us. That red is really concentrated because I was doing some USA baits with it, and I had to have a really, really high concentrated red. But this blue is definitely not done. So let's add some more dye in. And here we go. We're going to add a lot more dye. Hopefully get this blue to where it doesn't engulf by the red, because I'll spoil it. What happens later in the video is I don't have the blue nearly dark enough, and the red kind of just takes over it. So we're going to keep going. And this does look like a really nice blue. It's just not dark enough for how thick our red is. And then I'm going to grab some more pearly blue, and this should be a little bit better, make it a little bit darker. This stuff's really good. I use this in a bunch of my other colors. And you can see it darkens it, but not a lot, so we might need to add more. And yep, there it is. We're going to stir up our red because our red's been sitting there. Then we're going to throw these in the microwave. Oh, never mind. We're going to try to, see what it'll look like. And you can see how much darker that red is than the blue. So we're definitely going to need some more dyes.
Let me see. I think it looks good. If you're going to call it Slushy.
No, but look at it compared to the red. The red is way too saturated for it.
And we're going to add in some more blue, just like that. We used a ton of blue dye in this video. I think I got to get a new blue dye. I don't know what's wrong, because it definitely should be pretty dark by what we have now. And it is still too light after this, so we're going to have to add some more in. And I added a pretty decent amount this time. So let's see where this gets us to. This was the pearl stuff. So you can really see that pearl kind of starting to take over the regular blue. And this definitely looks a little bit better. And let's see, I'll put it next to the red, and you can see how, yeah, that definitely looks better than the old one. So let's get a test injection, and let's see where it is. So we're going to change the mold. We're doing our Senkos, and we're going to use our double injector, but we're going to have to reheat this plastic up, and we're going to do that right now.
Yeah, he's kind of like Reese, except he can't really shoot him.
I know.
So we got it all heated up. This stuff's a lot hotter. And now would be when we inject.
I think Mark will end up with Trevor and might not make the team. I mean, he probably will, but...
So we're going to take it,
We need
get these up, and
we're
we're going to inject into our mold.
6'5".
Got to make sure both of the nozzles and the injectors are working. And then here we go. And then we did open that one, but we're going to do this one another time. And yeah, round 2.
Where are those little wire things at? Make this spinner bait.
Then we're going to top it off, and that's kind of what it's going to look like. As you can see, that red just absolutely absorbs all the blue, and it doesn't look too good. So we're going to try to add 1 drop of black to try to darken this blue up a little bit, and maybe this will help. It'll definitely darken it up a good amount, because this black is pretty thick. But yeah, while we're waiting for the plastic to cool in the mold, we'll do this. And as you can see, that black really takes over, so I'm going to have to add a little bit more blue to brighten it a little bit. But this is looking a lot better than it did before. So just going to keep on stirring, and I think it is just about good. Yeah, maybe a little bit more stirring. This black, you really have to mix it in, or it will get really uneven in the plastic.
Sucking Everett's penis.
And we're going to add some more blue, because this might be a little too blackish of a blue.
Yeah.
And we want, like, a lighter color
Not against me.
for the red. And mix this in. This looks better now. And we'll see if this works. But now that plastic's dry in the mold, we're going to open it up. And when I open this up, you really see here how you can tell that the blue wasn't nearly dark enough. 'Cause you can kind of see it in the mold, but if you're not in the light, then it literally just looks like a red fishing lure. So we're going to, at a new angle now, we're going to take our new darker blue, and we're going to see how this turns out. We're going to use our double injector. This thing's been working really good, and I love this thing. So we're going to inject, then top it off, and we're going to have to take the blending block off, and we're going to have to put the access from the injectors into our cups. And this thing gets super hot, so I can't grab it right at the nozzle, or my hands will be definitely burnt. But while we're waiting for that to dry, let's give you a tour of the workshop. So here we got Wyatt. He's epoxying some of our hard baits. What he does, he dips them in the epoxy. He'll take them, dip them in the epoxy, and then he'll put it in our UV box to dry. So this basically just heats up the epoxy and makes it very hard. And then here we have some USA lures that we're doing. And then over here's our jig station. We have a ton of chartreuse jigs that we've just finished. And then you got our lead pot. You got our molds and some other lead stuff up here. Then here's soft plastic stations. You got some Plastisaw. You got the lures we still have to bag up. And then here are all of our paints, our dyes, our colors, our glitters, and our molds. And then, yeah, here's just where we keep everything. But we're going to take one of the hard baits out of the UV box, and we're going to show you how it looks. So this thing is now hard, and we put some wires in to keep the holes from getting completely clear coated, which is a pain in the butt for putting hooks on. And as you can see, this looks really good, way better than our old tactics. But yeah, we're just going to take the little top out. And here are some other baits we've been making. This is a new color that we're going to post a video on soon. And then here's another new color. We're calling it Bumblebee. And I personally like this color a lot. I think it'll do good. Then here are some thick sticks. We're just prototyping these. That's Fire Tiger. Here's some other cool ones. That's PB&J in like a sunrise color. And then here is a gummy shark color that we're going to release a video on soon. But now that that's all shown, and let's open the mold. Alright, here we got the mold. We're going to open it for you guys. This did turn out a lot better, but that blue, I just couldn't get it dark enough. I'll have to order a new blue or something. But you can see when it's perfect in the light, you can tell how that gradient looks, and it looks really good. But when it's not perfect in the light, it looks almost like a purple or red lure. So as you can see, I'll put it in the light, and it'll look really good. And then you change it, and it just looks red, or it just looks blue. You can't really see the blue. But if I can get this color a little darker, I feel like it will look really good. If you have it perfect, like you'd see in the ends, it looks really good. And I definitely like this color a lot. I'll have to make it again, but I'll take it out in the sunlight, and I'll show you how it looks. So, yeah, you can kind of see that blue, and then it just disappears. But here's it in the sun, and when you can see the blue, it looks really good. I really like this color a lot, but yeah.